from that point, it was determined that I needed to have an ICD device inserted, and that was quite an experience, being outside of Ontario and Canada, and having to negotiate between a U.S. hospital, provincial health care, travel insurance, to determine what they were going to do next. And as a result, I was airlifted to University Hospital in London, where they ultimately inserted the ICD device.
But unfortunately, his heart deteriorated to the point where the device simply wasn't doing the trick any longer. It just kept shocking him. And finally, in January of 2018, when we were there for a checkup and excuse me, settings were being adjusted, we met with a different doctor, Dr. Smith. And he started talking about transplant, and the two of us just kind of looked at each other and thought, wow, like that wasn't anything that was ever on our radar. And well, what's the waiting list like? I imagined that there was a huge waiting list. He said, actually, there are an abundance of hearts in Ontario, and we often have to give them to other provinces. Livers, kidneys are another matter. Those are very scarce and they're difficult to come by. But hearts were pretty good. August 24th, he was admitted. The doctors meet once a week to discuss possible candidates, and Tom was discussed, and they said, well, we decided that yes, we're going to list you. So he was listed for a heart on September 6th. And September 9th, they came to us and said, we think we've got a heart for you.
That was pretty scary, because at that point, again, it got very real. Was, okay, you start thinking about the things that you need to do. And the people that are going to be impacted by it. The next thing I know, I woke up eventually, very slowly, and it had happened, and I was still alive. I had to understand and agree that I was prepared to do my part, and that this wasn't going to be easy, that those 3 months of physio every day were going to be hard, but I had to do the work in order to have a chance of this being successful. And the other thing that they tell you is a transplant is not a cure. It's not a cure. So, but it's given me time that I probably wouldn't have had